Hey people, Ingrid here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Catrin Purification Plant and Tyranids versus Eldar for the blue Tyranid team. We have two Hive Tyrants. First up is Hiveminion, and we've got OceansAteAlaska. These guys walk through objects and cannot be suppressed. Very durable fellas with some strong offense, disruption and support. To begin in melee combat with a basic synapse, it's going to be Javier and Masvidal again. They've returned. And round off the blue Tyranid team is Redbeard as a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist who can infiltrate and disrupt, powerful offense, and a bit of support too. Red Eldar team, same fellas as the last Faction War, in a different order. We got Marky with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that can leap into combat with some powerful disruption and support. A little bit of offense too, can shoot lightning and stuff. This is the Exarch's elite scheme. One of the better ones, I think. Look at this. Pretty cool. Alongside Qwest is an Eldar Farseer support hero that fights in melee combat, powerful buffs, debuffs and control abilities. Gets flesh hooked in the back. Should live, I think. She'll be alright. And rounded off the teams here is Best Noob with a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting hero that fights in range combat by default, powerful capping and harassing with some strong control abilities. Here comes the Hive Tyrant. That's Oceans, isn't it? Yes. It's Masvidal on the way. Tyranids pushing through early on. They're going to get the 2-to-1 cap. We do have this contested VP in the west. North and south natural VPs. And the Lictor Alpha does escape, I think. Yep. Are we going to see a leap from the Warlock here? Nope. No war gear very early on. Was maybe expecting a very early Rending Talons to fight those Banshees. So very far forward here, Masvidal. Being chased. This could be quite a big engagement here right at the start of the game. Banshees are dealt with, so is that Hive Tyrant though. And here comes the Warlock with his disruption. And some lightning from the Eldar fingertips. Are you going to live? That was a pretty good destructor there. One of the Warlock's starting abilities alongside his I'm going to run faster now, fleet of foot. Grenade. Not going to hit anything, I don't think. Some area denial grenade action there. Farseer trying to get a decap. Should be able to do so. Yep. What's this? Hormagaunts on capping duty over on the west edge. Javier runs away. And we could see the Eldar try to get onto the VP here. Qwest, our Banshees are dealt with from the crippling poison. Could have maybe kept them in play there, just backed off. We do have a Shuriken helping out. Tyranids pushing back through. Ravener Brood in play. Can do their Burrow Strike. There it is. And might hit all of those guys. Some domino knockback. Grenade, but dodged. Really well there by Redbeard, it's got to be said. Special attack now from the Farseer. I think she does like 30 DPS melee or something. Puts guide on herself there. Taking her up to 39 DPS, I suppose. If I was correct in the first place. Some fire. The Warlock can make fire. Spontaneous combustion on the floor whenever he wants. It's an Eldar thing. Gonna die though. Down you go. 479 to 461. That Shuriken's very far away from the VP. Look at this though. They got Eldar's natural. Can the Lictor Alpha escape? I don't think so. Feeder tendrils were up, but they couldn't save him. And it's going to be tough to revive that guy there. Hormagaunts almost going down. Ravener Brood might have saved them. They do escape. Rangers up for Qwest. Oh wow. Ravener jump got grenaded in the face and they wiped out. Warp Spider Exarch does not get away. Lots of stuff dropping here. A frantic opening. Eldar just trying to keep pace with the Tyranid pressure, and they're doing so, I think. Double Shurikens for Best Noob. Can use that to chain one behind the other to mess up Ravener jumps and stuff, but hey, a grenade works as well. It turns out. Eldar going to take the west side, maybe get on the power here. Looks like they're happy to sit back and cap stuff and try to stabilize. Nothing wrong with that. Some changes to Rangers. I think their kinetic pulse disrupting infinite range shotgun thing no longer does damage, but it's still a very strong ability. And I think they no longer get a damage increase from Pathfinder gear, I think. They just kind of start with it. It does say here, increases the damage of the long rifle. But I think that's not the case anymore. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong. As always, donofwar.info, got all your update notes over there. Don't listen to Indrid. He can't remember them all. Level 3 Farseer, no war gear, but she's obviously been doing some work. Shuriken Cannon shutting down those Tyranids. Good usage of the suppression so far. We do have a improved Synapse. Hive Tyrant goes tier 2, so does Oceans, and so does Marky Mark. And I think they're going to hold here with the double Shurikens. Need a flank from the middle, I suppose. Very hard to get through that, even with Raveners. I suppose maybe you could Burrow Strike and then charge with the Hive Tyrant, the other one. But they've gone for improved Synapse, as Javier. And some Rending Talons this time for OceansAteAlaska, Masvidal. Almost leveled up. Some more pew pew coming in from the Eldar, and they retain the west side and gets a power back. Look at this. There's a Burrow Strike, it's going to miss. And now you're in trouble, Raveners. What do you do now? No grenade came in. Was waiting for the grenade to come in. Look how much damage they took there. Like 1 second of Eldar fire. Hive Tyrants just trying to... and there's a seismic roar. Trying to lead the line and take that initial brunt of damage. But it's tough. I think they're... ouch, that's going to be painful. Very painful. Grenades nicely put on the Hormagaunts. As I was going to say, I think the warp field would do pretty well here. I think it's a very strong war gear in general. Make something tough even tougher. The only reason you don't see it all the time, of course, is the Hive Tyrant does need energy for some stuff that he might want to be doing. Got some capillary towers all over the gaff. Zone Throat is up here for Oceans. Turret Guard on the way for Hiveminion. Maybe we'll see his double Turret Guard here. 428 to 439. Very even on VPs, but I feel like the tide is in the Eldar's favour so far. This Warlock is still idle over here. Marky Mark does have some Wraith Guard, getting their Spirit Seer Warlock fella. There he is, makes them nice and speedy. These guys, I think they got an upgrade to their sight range, I think. And they're a little bit faster out the gate. When they get their Spirit Seer, I don't think they're faster than they used to be. But without him, I think they're a bit faster. Can Javier get through? There is the Psychic Scream, but I couldn't save him. Now Masvidal comes in. Tyranids just brute forcing their way through. But can they keep up the pressure? Not easy when there's grenades flying in. Now Redbeard to assist. This could be a good push from the Tyranids. They are capping. Current Guard from Hiveminion charging through. Good charge. Gets a good kill there too. Yep, Tyranids just push through with sheer numbers. Just warp forward sometimes, and it will do the job. Eldar Tricks couldn't save him. We do have a Falcon. Getting good shots on the Zone Throat, needs to back away. Shield is down. Double Zone Throats from Oceans, and we do see a second Turret Guard for Hiveminion. It's going to be fun. Wraith Lord on the way for Qwest. Everyone has a pretty big roster. Could see some big old tier 2 fights here. Look at this, Tyranids trying to set up. Where's the Brood Nest? It's another capillary tower. No Brood Nest up though. Oceans does have enough, but we don't see it. We now have a Venom Cannon Hive Tyrant from Hiveminion. Powerful anti-vehicle weapon trying to go after that Falcon. Doesn't want to chase it too far though. Now again into melee with the Warp Spider. He does retain some decent melee performance with his Venom Cannon, as you might expect from like a 15-foot alien. Tyranids trying to hold. Masvidal is still in here, and here's another support flanked from Redbeard. Where's the Lictor? All the way over on the eastern edge. The Warlock is still over here. Is he stuck or something? 1-to-1 cap, 387 to 375. Big old fight on this western VP. Farseer trying to grab it, but taking shots, needs to run away. There's the Wraith Lord. Big swings of that Ghost Glaive sword. Backs off the Raveners. Falcon stays healthy for now. Do we have any Venom Brood? We have some from Redbeard. So much damage pouring into the Tyrant Guard there. The other one's in shield wall already. This guy might be chased down. Oceans or Redbeard needs to come in with some help. They're still chasing. I think that's cracked shots. Maybe it was cracked shot in the last game as well. Gives them that increased range and damage. That's a global ability of the Warp Spider Exarch. Certainly looks like it. Lots of weird fancy effects for the Eldar. More shield walling from the other Tyrant Guard. We do have a brood nest up. Tons of towers. Giving them speed bonuses and some synapse-like damage resistances and stuff, I think. Lictor gets a decap. Eldar, are you going to take it? You're going to try it. Rangers are trying to cap it. Can they shoot while capping? I suppose they're not. They aren't set up, right? So they can't. Why did they retreat? They didn't take a shot, did they? Falcon is still in play. We still have those two shurikens. Fire dragons, what are they going to go for? Most likely the Tyrant Guard. While Javier tries to cap. Down to just 60 hit points, still falling. Might die here. I think Hiveminion is taking his eyes off the Hive Tyrant. Does retreat him in the end. Could have actually stayed capping there. Everything was pushed back. This is a big old fight for like mid-tier 2. Wraith Lord has backed away, which is smart, I think. Tyranids, though, have brute forced their way in again. Warp Spider taking some shots on the stuff. Just take the wreck point, I think. I don't think the Eldar lost much. Oh, they're going to lose this shuriken. Or are they? Yes, they are. If you're wondering why the shuriken blew up there, it's because the shuriken cannon piece itself doesn't have any hit points. So when you destroy all the little fellas, it blows up. What is this? Wraith Lord doing some backline defense. The Warlock is moving, yay. Level 2. Tyranids keeping the pressure up. Can they take down both of the shurikens? Not quite. 387, 309. Good passage of play for the Tyranids so far. Last few minutes of go, they've seemed strong. Dipping in and out, don't want to overextend. There we go. Double Zone Throat still in play. We have double Tyrant Guard and the Zone Throat for Hiveminion. Some very, very heavy tier 2s from those two. Oceans goes down. Fire Prism now for Marky Mark. And a D-Cannon. Not really been paying attention to what's going on the east side. Some webway shenanigans. Maybe they can kill this Lictor Alpha. Banshee's getting in. So is the Warlock. And down he goes, surely, yes. So much Tyranid stuff over here, though. They might need all 3 players to push against this. There is a lot of models. Oh, hey. Javier's going to get revived. There we go. Doesn't quite level him. Oceans needs to be careful. Gets in on the D-Cannon. What are you doing here, buddy? Marky Mark has completely forgotten about this thing. Not sure where it's going. Just so much stuff for them to keep track of. Does retreat. Are you going to get away, Mr. D-Cannon? I think it is. The Tyranids did not notice it there. The D-Cannon miraculously escapes. Tyranids pushing through. Hiveminion does get away. Can they get on the power here? Maybe approach the fire prism. It's going to be tough. Those things can disrupt the hell out of you. Tier 3 all around aside from best noob. Fire dragons, what level are you fellas? You're still level 1. Oh, these are new ones. Okay. 2-to-1 cap hit. 376 to 255. Tyranids need to look after the natural VP a bit, eh? They lost it here momentarily. We'll get it right back though. Marky Mark, level 2 Warlock, now has Providence and Warp Throat. There's the Immolator. And there's a Destructor. That's painful for those Termagants. They'll be alright. And the Warlock does get away. Banshees have taken that natural power too. And they get in on the Venom Brood. Yes, they do. War Shout. Need to be careful. There's a tier 3 Lictor now for Redbeard. And they're okay, I think. Meanwhile, West Side. 353 to 255 on the VPs. There's a single for the Eldar. Approaching the VP with some long range attacks, trying to set things up. Wraithlord going in. A Tyrant Guard is going to fall here. Down it goes. The other one is still up. Might need to move. And there's a time field. That could be incredibly effective on this West Side. We've seen big old fights here. More cracked shots for the Fire Dragons. Good unit to use it on, eh? Some more range. I wonder if it stacks with Guide. If your allied Farseer can buff them too. Give them some super range. Eldritch Storm takes out some Tyranid structures. Nothing too drastic. That's a Seismic Roar and a retreat, but down goes that Hive Tyrant. Lictor Alpha is going to fall if he's not careful too. Gets in on some Rangers, having some fun, but then goes down. 331 to 255. Eldar this time have pushed through with a little bit more finesse. I mean, they set it up. They can set it up with ranged attacks a little bit more. With Rangers and stuff disrupting and Fire Prism shots. The Falcon is still there. Where is the Fire Prism right now? Gone back to the mid. Was maybe getting some repairs or something. Oh, it's another Tyrant Guard from Hiveminion. Down it goes. Hiveminion down to 3 units now all of a sudden. Very good push from the Eldar. And another cracked shot from on those Fire Dragons. How much red is that thing? Is it a cracked shot? Or is that just the Fire Dragon's ability? I'm not sure anymore. Because look how much red Best Noob has. Have they really been using it? Maybe they have. Grenades going in. Venom Brood needs to be careful. Oh, Witchblade of Kernus is up here now for Marky Mark. Providence gives him invulnerability, but needs to be careful. It's going to run out. Does run away. Tyranids wasting no time counter-attacking here. They have a Barb Strangler Carnifex from Oceans. There's a Torrent formation. Boom. Nothing there to follow it up though. Should have waited, I think, a little bit. 278 to 255. 2-to-1 for Eldar. Can the Tyranids get this VP back? Down goes. Oh, the Hive Tyrant was already down, I think. Why am I so fast? Says Oceans. Yeah, they do seem kind of fast. What's going on here? It's a new Tyranid power. That's a singularity, I think. Yes, it is. Ah, that's painful. That is a lot of Tyranid bits. Tyrant Guard on the Wraithlord. Not a very good fight for the Tyrant Guard. Eldritch in the back lines. Ouch. Well, they rebuffed the attack. Carnifex got a little bit of XP. Wraithlord has been used really well by Qwest. Level 3 this guy. Hasn't just sent it in to its death and overextended it. Been patient and picked its spots. Do you get XP for killing Rippers? You do. Just backhanded that one to death. Fire Prism is level 2. Falcon has done really well, of course. allowing all this stuff to reinforce around it. Haven't been able to put damage on that thing. It's so hard in a 3v3 when there's a wall of stuff between you and the thing you want to kill. The Pillory Tower's starting to fall now. Tyranids might be running out of steam. Marky Mark has so much resources. Don't think he has the population to get anything big. Maybe waiting for something to die. Warlock gets away from the flesh hook. 211 to 255. And it's not a big VP lead. That's for sure. What did you just do? Oh, time kill. I wish there was some more animation on casted abilities like that. I mean, some of them do, like the Inquisitor waves her arms around, but the Farseer very rarely does. Doesn't do it when she uses guide or the time field. Kicking off on the Western VP. Hiveminion trying to get a cat, but the Singularity throws it aside. We do have a Neurothrope and another Tyrant Guard on the way, and another Neurothrope. Double Neurothropes in play. Wraithlord gets some much needed repairs, and here's an Avatar from Qwest. Wailing Doom misses. Putting some good damage on. Avatar backs away. Can the Eldar hold? It's harder on this map. If the contested is really well defended, it's harder to kind of get on the natural VP because you kind of have to go through this area. You're not that far away from the VP unless you really make an effort to go all the way around the opposite side, which I suppose is a thing you can do. Barb Strangler getting shots in on the Banshees. And on the Avatar, Wraithlord is infiltrated there. By the webway maybe, or perhaps it was Pathfinder gear. Hollow Fields. Tyranid is still trying to get on the VP. There's a Paroxysm. 148 to 255. And that was a Cataclysm from the Neurothrope. Eldar defending for now. Big running battle here. Need some more big old Carnifexes, I feel like. Uh oh. Phase shift, maybe into an Eldritch or something. I was into a Wailing Doom. Oh, didn't quite time it right. And they avoid all the damage. That's a Wrath of Cain thing. Knockback, suppression and damage. Tyranid is pushed all the way back. Really good fight from the Eldar. 136 to 255. Still the 2-1. And more Carnifexes on the way. And more Tyrant Guard for Hiveminion. 3 of them on the field right now. Alongside the Carnifexes, that could be really effective. Charge them in. Then the Carnifexes follow up with some powerful ranged attacks and stuff. You have double Barb Strangler Carnifexes up right now. A lot of damage to all targets, and they suppress. Boom. That's a Singularity, I think. Is it going to kill the Hive Tyrant? It does. That one also goes down. Warlock's gone mental with his Providence. Fighting a tier 3 Lictor and doing some warp throwing. And there's an Ethereal Slash too. Eldar looking very strong here. Managing their units incredibly well. This Wraithlord has been awesome. Level 4 now. I don't think he has the Wraithbone. Give this guy some Wraithbone. Another Tyrant Guard for Hiveminion. Spirit Leech stops Avatar. Okay. Talking about the Neurothrope ability. Here comes the march of the Tyrant Guard. Don't really have backup from Carnifexes or anything. Trying to just get a decap here, Hiveminion. And I think it's going to be successful, maybe. Neurothrope was tossed aside. Might be able to get back in there. Tyrant Guard trying to tie up the Fire Dragons. Oh, almost finished them off. A shot from the Neurothrope almost did it. One Tyrant Guard falls. So does the second over there. But look at this push in the mid. The march of the Carnifex is now 1 goes down, but there's still 3. This one doesn't have an upgrade. Another turret guard for Hiveminion. Just turret guards all the way down. Gets the decap. Eldar are retaking though. Single cap here for the Tyranids. Somehow decap the Eldar natural. And it's a good little push through the mid. Don't want to overextend. I think they should have veered off to the west. But they've gone all the way through the middle. This Tyrant Guard's going to go down. I think. Maybe. He's a tough bastard. Down he goes. There we go. Yep, Tyranids going straight for this VP. This now is a Thornback Carnifex. Another avatar on the way for Marky Mark. Has 2 D cannons as well. Fire Prism for Qwest. Yeah, I think they should have gone west after they made that little breakthrough. Just veer off to the west. And I think they would have got the VP. There's an Eldritch. Set up with the phase shift. And down they go. That is a play from Pressed Noob. 61 to 231. Now phase shift was changed so that you do get some damage resistance after it ends for a few seconds, but it wasn't enough to save those guys. There's that second avatar from Marky Mark this time. Can't get into webways, unfortunately for him. Needs to march. Hiveminion not giving up on the west side. Avatar just attacking a Pillory Tower. Eldar do get their natural back. 1-to-1. What is this? Warp Spider? No, it's a Warlock getting a decap here. This guy should be melee attacking. Oh, we see Symbiosis working, I think. Yeah, look, he's getting some heals. Should be using melee attacks, Mr. Carnifex. What are you doing? He's just very slowly shooting him from point blank range. He's not doing anything. Does the Barb Strangler have a minimum range or something? Maybe it does. Seems to be trying to get into melee or something. Strange behavior from the Carnifex. Double cap now for the Eldar. GG, says Hiveminion. More Tyrant Guard on the way. Redbeard only has 2 units. A very frantic faction war. But the Eldar victorious. There we go. There's the concede. Well done, Eldar team. They've beat the Tyranids twice in a row now. Level 6 Farseer was down. Level 5 Warp Spider did some good phase shift plays. Level 4 Hive Tyrant. The Tyrant Guard couldn't carry him through. 1 Carnifex survived. And a level 3 Lictor. Oh, he had the menacing visage at the end of the game. Visage, however you say it. And there you have it, guys. Big thanks to the players for taking part, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.